try and be organised when we go away and just remember little bits like that. So I've just moved in here now and I'm just going to start going through things. Love it when you can just carry a whole meal to the table like this. Is how I left it last night. So I can put my drinks bottle there. I've got 2 zip-ups there. Listen to that sizzle, that bubble. It'll be quite interesting to share with you what we're taking on our little mini break. Hi there and welcome back to a new video. I have a weekend vlog for you that I'm actually starting. I'm looking at the time, 4:20 on a Sunday. That just about sums my weekend up. It has been full work. First thing in the morning till very late at night. We're going away in a couple of days. You know what it's like before we go away. My work is always super busy. So in this video, we're going to be preparing for our trip and getting organised. All the homely things, all the packing things, all that kind of thing. But it's raining. We've had such a long spell of hot weather. And we've actually got a bit of a cooler temperature today and it's raining. And if you saw in a recent video, you may have heard me talking about a new fish pie dish that I've been after for a while. I finally found one, so we decided it was the day for the fish pie, so I'm going to make a really cosy fish pie. I know you've seen me make them before, so I'm going to be making that, and then I'm going to be cracking on with loads of other things. So this may not be a weekend vlog, but it's going to be over the next couple of days as we lead up to our trip. So I really hope you'll enjoy this vlog. Go and get yourself a cup of tea and sit down and relax, and I hope you'll enjoy. I'm keeping this fish pie today super easy, chopping up a few potatoes to boil up so that I can turn them into mash, making a very quick roux sauce. I turn mine then into cheese sauce by adding cheese, but you can obviously buy a white sauce or buy a cheese sauce if you want to speed things up even more. Throwing in some veg, chopping up some carrots, some frozen green beans, adding some peas and frozen sweet corn as well. So again, just frozen veg that I've got chopped up that's in the freezer. So again, it's not something I've really planned for, it's just something we fancied. I bought some really reasonably priced sustainably caught white fish from Lidl as well. I've bought that in a frozen bag this time. It worked out really well on the budget. And I've got a big bag of it in the freezer now, so that's really good. And then when the cheese sauce is nice and thick, I'm throwing in all the veg, giving it a good mix up, and then I pour that over the fish. Fish pie is in the dinner. No, fish pie is in the oven, and we are slowly laying things out. I don't completely know what I want to take yet. It's going to be hot, but also possibly rainy. We've got snacks, that's just to give Louis, that's nothing to do with taking. I'm taking some of the kids' toiletries and ours. I've got sweets and starting to get toiletries together as well. And I've been printing off like directions of where we're going. Things like that, just in case there's any problems with the sat-nav or anything, just so we've got some rough idea of the direction that we're going in. We're renting a car and it's about an 1.5 hour drive from the airport to where we're staying. I phoned to my dad and I remembered these. These are what he makes. They are what he calls chip clips. They're for crisps or bags like that, and he makes them on his 3D printers. And so I love paprika crisps when we're in Germany. So anything like that, anything we open, we can then seal them. So I try and be organised when we go away and just remember little bits like that. Now going to come into my craft room. I've got dinner's going to be in the oven for about 20 minutes. So I'm going to film a video in that time. I was really wanting to make this journal this weekend, but I haven't got round to that. So I'm going to pop that over to one side, and I'm actually filming a Patreon video today. I do an exclusive video once a month, and I'd asked my crafty community what they were wanting today, and a few have come up with the same suggestions, so I'm going to dig into that. This was the last page that I made about our favourite snacks, and I did lots of lifty up photos, and there's even space like there for other snacks as and when I find other photos. That was really good fun. I enjoyed making that one. So I'm going to crack on now and film an exclusive video for them, because that video is due tomorrow. I always like to leave theirs to the last minute though, just so they're really up to date. And I have just finished filming this video, and I've gone through loads of old stock. That was really fun, old supplies, and I created that in my Disney journal. It's ready, so I am going to go and dish up dinner. This pie looks so good. I'm not doing extra veg because the veg is all in there. We're just going to have it like that. Love it when you can just carry a whole meal to the table like that. I wonder, Aid, how much is going to be left of this after? Oh, I don't know.
There's none, we're not going to be moving anymore, are we?
Looks good. Morning. I realise I left my window open all night. Has my chair wet slightly? Maybe it's just really cold. I didn't even realise, and the window is over the little porchway. Not ideal. That was from creating in here yesterday. I completely forgot. Right, I'm just having my coffee. Aid's made coffee. I've been editing like crazy. My knee is really sore. I think I've been spending a lot of time at my desk lately, and because my feet don't hit the ground, I tend to sit either cross-legged or with my feet sort of like sideways out. And yesterday when I got off my desk, my knee was really hurting, and it eased this morning, but I think because I've been sat editing for a couple of hours, it's really hurting again. I think I need a foot rest. Right, I'm going to be in my studio for a bit. It is such a mess in here. I'd love to film sort of a tidy up and reorganise in here again. Those videos always do the best on this channel, and it really could do. And we want to bring one of the computers up here as well, so I can actually work from up here, because I like having my own little space, I must admit. So I think that's a video that might be coming in the future. Yeah, this is how I left it last night. Not great. I did mean to come back in and tidy it, but I didn't finish work till really late. I think I finished about 8:30 in the end, which, considering I'd started really early in the morning. I worked out yesterday because I had a shower after I finished work. I worked 25 hours at the weekend, which is a lot, isn't it, over a weekend, considering I haven't taken off any days in the week, and I worked the previous weekend as well. So yeah, it's been quite a while since I've taken a day off, so I'm looking forward to Germany, although that's going to be quite a full-on trip. I think we've just decided to take one of the big activities out of our weekend, because I feel like we had too many things going on, so we may try and break it down. Oh, and I've just decided this morning I'm going to try and make some sauerkraut and tomato pasta sauce before we go as well. Right, tidy up. I think I'm going to tidy up in here and then crack on. I want to film a video because I want to get all the zine bits and pieces ready for my little magazine for my kit. I want to get them all over to Kelly by tomorrow, and I've still got quite a few large things to do, but at least then, because she said she's got time to work on it at the weekend, then I can order the little magazines when I get back from our trip. Good morning. I'm just trying on some outfits. We're leaving tomorrow and I haven't packed yet. So I'm just trying to decide what to take. So I might take a pair of shorts. I've got some new sandals which arrived from Next Kids yesterday. Let's move my camera strap out. Wouldn't be my first choice, but when you're a size 2, you don't really have much choice. These ones looked sort of like the least amount of kiddie that I could find. And I've bought myself, this is an old white t-shirt, but I really like these from Next. So I bought myself another couple of these as well. So I've got, I think I'm taking about 5 white t-shirts with me, because I like to mix and match things. I like them to go over my dress, so I'll try that on in a minute. But yeah, and I've got this, got another t-shirt to go with these shorts, with my grey Adidas trainers as well for when we go up the mountain. So I'm trying to make sure I've got, because it's going to be about 30 degrees, might have rain on one of the days, so you need like all the weather friendly stuff for the rain, for the heat, for the hiking, for the going out in the evenings for dinner. Nothing's going to be dressy, but I want some floaty skirts and things like that, and a few options. So if we've been up hiking in the day and then we're really hot and sweaty, you want to obviously then come back, shower and change. So, but at the same time, we don't want to take loads of luggage. So lots of things that mix and match. I want to show you my new rucksack as well. I've got it on. This arrived yesterday from Amazon. It's just a small rucksack. I realised I didn't have anything non-Disney, and I just want something soft, so not a Loungefly, but something that's got concealed zips. And we'll go with everything. I was hoping to use one of Aid's rucksacks. He's got quite a few like little smaller ones like Offspray and things like that, but they all look ginormous on me. They come up really high. They hang right down below my bum. They are massive, even though they look like small rucksacks when you look at them. And I look like a Ninja Turtle. I really did. I just look so stupid. So I just wanted something really small. As you can see, that's really small, but it actually fits me perfectly on my back. And the one that I use when I'm at home, it's actually a Disney one, but it's not like in your face Disney, but it's a small fabric one, and I love it. But I've had it since 2010. It's what I use when we go on walks, but the base of it, the bottom of it, the fabric's starting to go really, really thin now. So I did need a replacement, and this one's waterproof as well, or shower resistant anyway. So, and it's got so many compartments. So I can put my drinks bottle there. I've got 2 zip ups there, drinks there. It's got a little bit to put on your hand luggage there. Another zip there, so I might keep my phone in that one. And it's got 2 zip ups there. It came in black and grey as well. So if you like that, I think I paid £17 for it. I'll leave the link down below for you. This is my bag I usually take. I just realised it's really looking tatty now. Maybe it's time for a replacement. I know that they still sell these. Right, I'm going to take off Remy and put Remy on. And that's my little hand luggage sorted. And then I'm going to take a little navy cardigan that will go with most things. And I'm also going to wear a denim jacket on the plane as well. So I've got something a little bit warmer if I need out there for the evenings. I've just moved in here now. And I'm just going to start going through things and think about packing. I think if I pack, I feel a lot better. So I've pretty much got everything packed into my hand luggage. There's my sandals in there. I've got trainers in there, tea bags, some toiletries and bits, some snacks, all my clothing. I've got some toiletries to take for the kids. They both wanted shampoo and conditioner. And we've got them each a tiny little sunscreen. And then we've got some larger toiletries there, bigger sunscreen, toothpaste and things. We've also got some snacks to take as well for the car, because we've got a couple of road trips. We're going on some hot chocolate, some snacky bits there that we bought, and then Aid's going to put his clothes in on that section. I feel quite well organised now after having that little packing session. I've actually been working. I've just popped back up. I've got like I think 3 more videos to edit before we go. We're going to have some lunch though. Thankfully we've got some leftovers in the fridge, which is perfect because we're just clearing out the fridge as well. It's always worth keeping leftovers, isn't it? Fish pie for Aid and the Tex-Mex chicken and rice for me. I'm going to eat at my desk today because I am currently editing. It's now tea time. My final video is uploading. I've had my thumbnails redone and I had my toenails done. I wasn't going to. Last time they lasted so long and they just look so much nicer, so I treated myself. Oh, that pan's going to boil over. I am making a pasta. I'm going to do a tuna pasta, and I'm using up bits and pieces from the fridge that will go off while we're away. Nice thing is actually when you're just going on a little trip, you don't feel like you have to clear out everything. So like the milk's still going to be in date, the cheese, and just even the eggs, and that's so much easier. But there's a couple of things that are just starting to go. So that would be nice to do. And I'm just fancying some really comfort cheesy pasta. So I'm going to make a quick cheesy sauce, which is just milk, flour, and, oh, that was quite a lot. Didn't mean to do that much. And butter. And then we'll whisk it all together and make a cheats roux sauce. So I'm just going to make up this sauce, and then I'm going to throw in a tin of tuna and the veggies as well. So that would be really nice. So everything's coming together. I think we're pretty much packed. spoken to our son. He's got a uni assignment that's due in like 4 days time, so whilst we're away, so he's managed to get that in today. We're going to pick him up on the way through tomorrow, because we're going to on the way to the airport, and Holly is going to meet us partway through on the way as well. I'm going to pick her up, so she's actually going back to where we used to live to meet a friend for lunch, so that will be quite nice for her. So yeah, we're all pretty much sorted. It's starting to feel very exciting. I'm guessing, can we check in the night before? So we should be able to...
do it from tomorrow morning.
Yeah, from tomorrow morning, that'd be cool. Okay, so we're going to stay at Heathrow the night before, because we've got a 7 o'clock flight. So we're all going to stay. We haven't stayed in the Thistle Hotel before. We're flying out of Terminal 5, so we thought that would be nice and easy. And it was actually coming up cheaper than the Premier Inn, so that's quite good. And we're just looking forward to that family time, to be honest. I am most looking forward to taking the kids for a spaghetti ice. That's what I'm most looking forward to. I hope it just blows their mind, because it's the best thing ever. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I've just taken some lemon and lime out of the cupboard. Now, does anybody else follow Luke? Luke, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. He is one of my favourite YouTubers. I've followed him for years, and something he does, and I love this idea, when you've got your citrusy bits, your lemons, your limes, your oranges, pop them into little bits and then pop them in a bag and freeze them. Then when you're making drinks, you've got frozen pieces of fruit to pop in your drink. Isn't that cool? I've never thought of doing that before, so I'm going to pop my limes and my lemons there into the freezer, and then next time we have a cocktail or a lemonade or something like that, we can just grab the fruit from the freezer. Thought that was a genius idea. Right, let's cut some cheese. What's your favourite pasta dish? This always used to be one of my go-tos. When I was veggie, I would make up a cheese sauce and just throw whatever I had in it. I love tuna pasta in a cheese sauce. It is for me, you know, one of those meals that just feels like comfort food. That's how this feels to me. It's one of your favourites as well, isn't it, Aid?
Oh, yes.
You love tuna pasta. Oh, so Daisy, I just dropped the cheese. Helps if you hit the record button. I've been stood here chatting, telling you stuff, and I haven't even got it on record. Right, let's check this sauce now. It's so nice. So basically, I was telling you, when I wasn't on record, all about Luke's videos and why you need to go and check Luke out. So I have followed him for absolutely years, and what I was saying was, if you like my videos, chances are you'll love his. He does a lot of cooking. He's really into pasta. He does a lot of pasta cooking. He lives in London, so he goes to really nice places, but he also loves the country and flea markets and vintage markets and things like that. So let me know if you follow him already. And if you don't, go and check him out. I'll leave his link below because he's definitely worth a visit. One of those channels that just makes me feel really warm and fuzzy. And I was going to ask you, what is it that you enjoy most in my videos? Because it's always interesting to see which videos get watched the most. And the ones that I often really enjoy filming and editing, and I think, oh, this is going to do so well, is often then one that maybe doesn't do quite so well, which always surprises me. So whereas like the decluttering and that always used to do really well, they don't seem to do so well anymore. So let me know, what are your favourite kinds? I'm just emptying some tuna in. This is just one of those really good family meals, isn't it? Like I said, it's just pure comfort food. That's just literally the cheese sauce. So even if you don't want to make your own cheese sauce, you could buy a cheese sauce, add in some cooked pasta and the tuna. Let's pour this in. I could have done with a bit of a smaller dish actually. Usually I make far too much, it's unlike me. I was trying to be sensible with my portion sizes. Right, let's pop some broccoli into this. I just always throw whatever veggies I've got lying around. To sprinkle cheese on top and some sesame seeds as well to add a nice crunch. Will you be ready for dinner in about 20 minutes?
Yeah, I'm more or less done. We've got any food work-wise.
I wonder if we can do the same with the peppers, you know, like with the citrus. I wonder if I can slice them up and then freeze them.
The peppers freeze?
Don't know. Never tried.
Sorry. Just need to try this.
It's my cheese.
Air cheese.
Air cheese.
Air cheese.
Are you suddenly from London?
Mm.
Right, I'm going to slice these peppers up. I'm sure you can buy frozen peppers. I will let you know when we come back off our trip, because then I'm thinking like you could add them to fajitas or like I'm doing now, pastas. It saves because this one's already starting to go a little bit soft on the top and I couldn't put a whole pepper in there. So it's an experiment. But if you've done this, let me know, and let me know what other things you freeze. My mum freezes herbs. And spinach, and I've started to do that as well, and then you can put the spinach into pastas and soups and things like that. So dinner's just about ready. Amazon delivery's just come. I have ordered one of these. So our daughter was chatting the other day, she loves cooking from scratch like myself, and she was saying that she can't believe she still hasn't bought one of these, and every time she makes soup she has to keep putting it into the blender to whiz it down. She doesn't know why she just doesn't have a handheld one. It's her birthday just as we get back from our trip. She's already had her present from us. There was something that she really wanted, so, and she was gonna be using it this summer, so we've bought it already. But I wanted to get her a couple of small things, and I know she's gonna be having to get the train back to Manchester, so I thought, well, I'm hoping this would come in a small box. So it's quite a small box, but it's got the great big address label on the back. Don't you just hate it when Amazon do that? Especially when it's a gift. And I just know it's gonna tear the box. It's just really frustrating. And I know it's less packaging, which is good, but when it's a gift, it's just a little bit frustrating. Babe, you ready for dinner?
Yep.
It smells really nice. I am excited for this. I was going to make pasta sauce and I can't be bothered, and I was going to make sauerkraut and I can't be bothered to do that, although I really did want to make sauerkraut, because I thought when we get back from Germany we've got bratwurst in the fridge, and to have sauerkraut, maybe I should make sauerkraut. Babe, do you fancy sauerkraut when we come back?
Yeah, could do, yeah.
Just imagine that, and then we can buy some proper mustard over there as well. That would be really nice. Maybe I should make an effort. I still need to make Holly a birthday card as well, so she can take that with her when we go. So I've just got a couple of small things. I need to schedule 2 videos and do 1 thumbnail. So I'm getting there. Just listen to that sizzle, that bubble. Couple of admin jobs done, by the way. That pasta was so good, and I'm so glad it wasn't really thick, because actually the bottom of the pan, the pasta kind of browned off and went a little bit crispy down the sides and underneath, and it was so nice, because that's my kind of favorite part. So I would definitely do that again. and that amount was absolutely perfect. Both had seconds and we're both absolutely stuffed. Right, I have got 15 minutes before I need to get onto a travel Zoom. It's a training session tonight, which I'm really looking forward to, and I don't want to miss it. However, I do want to make Holly a birthday card, so that when we come home after our trip, I can just give her it. And I'm just wondering, that's quite cute. I want to make her a little card. I'm going to have a little rummage and see what I can find. Actually, I might pop that on there and just sew a H. So Holly's not like a big fancy person. I wouldn't do a really, really busy card. But there's so many words on here which describe her. Mindful, effort, careful not to forget, gratitude, boss, a person in authority over employees. Whenever she works somewhere, she likes to be in charge. Creative ability. I like this actually. That's really sweet. Yeah, I'm going to do that. In case you haven't watched my journaling channel before, I love to sew on paper. I use a paper piercer. I've got the little lines on there, the pencil lines, and I am just going to go down with the paper piercer. Then it makes it so much easier when you sew. I would love to know how to sew clothes. It's just would really help me out being small, but it's just something I've never mastered. There, and then I might do a little cross at the bottom actually. So now when you've got, like, you'll be able to see on the back all the holes there. It just makes it a lot easier to follow. I've got loads and loads of different embroidery threads, and I have found a really good match with the pink on the bird. Good morning. It's actually pre-travel day. We're planning to leave in about 2 hours. Whether or not we do is something else. We're just doing the last few minutes of packing. We've done the checking in. Want to get tidied up a little bit. Make sure Holly's room's all nice for her for when she comes back after the trip. We'll be dropping Louis off straight away because we'll be passing his way. But Holly's getting the train when we get back from here the following morning. I think we're going to nip out to Morrison's. We're going to get some bottle of waters actually, so that we've got water in the hotel later. Just trying to think of all those last minute little bits and pieces. I've got a tiny little list. I was regretting not picking up a present for a friend the other day in Home Sense, but I think I've left it too late to go there now. It's actually really muggy today. I didn't realise it was that warm. We're currently measuring hand luggage, making sure that's all okay. Just seeing my medication on the side, I need to take that. All those last minute bits and pieces. I never got around to making sauerkraut, so I will pop that in the larder in the pantry ready for when we get back. Actually warmer than I thought. I feel really stuffy. We've got an old Bucky's Rice Krispie treat from our trip in March. We had one the other day and they were still fine. So we're going to share that now for breakfast. Right, I thought, right, we're going to Morrison's. I will take all the batteries. I have been collecting batteries for goodness knows how long. And every time, they're all in here, every time we go to the supermarket, I say, oh, I forgot the batteries. I thought, oh, I'll go and take them today. But even got them in a bag ready to take. Still forgot them. It's just gone to Morrison's. I am about to have a good clean here. And I want to get Holly's birthday things ready so that she can take them when she goes. And yeah, I think we're doing okay. She's nearly in our old hometown. She's just arriving there so she can go see her friend. That was quite nice to do that, because if you're unfamiliar with our channel, Holly lives in Manchester. She went to uni there and she stayed there. She lives there with her boyfriend, and Louis is doing his master's in Winchester. So we're going to pick him up on the way through. Just text Holly, she's on the train, haven't you got your passport? And she said, of course. I knew she'd be so reliable. She's so good. She goes away lots with her boyfriend. They're often going into Europe and that. Right, I'm gonna grab a Pepsi. I've had to strip off. My packing's so light. We're so used to overpacking. I've drank already a whole water thing today, and it's only just after 10. Just because I want to get as much water in now before we go off. I just don't want a headache tomorrow. Right, I'm gonna go and get cleaning. This little trip we're going on feels a really special one because we haven't all been away together, the four of us, since 2019. We'd had plans for the next year on, but obviously COVID hit, so that never happened. Our daughter then moved off to uni and ended up moving away, and obviously lives with her boyfriend in Manchester now, so our lives have completely changed. We've been away with Louis since, but not the three of us, or the four of us I should say, so it feels really, really special. This actual trip that we planned, we'd actually booked it 2 years ago, but my brother then planned his wedding that weekend, so we ended up cancelling it, so we've rebooked it all. Couldn't do last year because my dad was over. We really wanted to go this time of year as well because it really suits us all, what with uni and dates, and we don't want to go when it's snowy over there, so this time of year, avoiding the school holidays, and that just seems to suit us better. So we are finally going on this trip. It's been a long time coming, so it feels really special. I will be sharing some little snippets on this channel when we get back, but I will actually be filming for our travel channel, which I will be sharing at a later date. I thought it would also be fun actually to go through some of your comments and questions and things from some recent videos, because they're always fun to go through. Lots of you coming up with lots of garden suggestions. Sometimes you get the same things like the beer thing, the Vaseline thing, but every now and then you get something completely different, which is always interesting. So, and some people give really good gardening advice, so thank you for that. So if ever you are wondering yourself as well, have a read down in the comments. I love our little community here, but it might be that it really helps you out too. And the person that said I was really snidey, she didn't like it because when I was hugging my sister's dog, I said under my breath that we prefer her to Lily. It was a joke. We all joke in our family. We take nothing seriously. I would have said exactly the same in front of my mum, so I wasn't being rude to my mum. We all have nicknames for my mum's dog. My brother started them. Lily, Savage, Myra, Rosemary. Talk about names for mum's dog.
Evil.
Aid said evil.
Satan.
I was just saying, in our family, we just joke all the time. Everyone has had nicknames for our dog because she was really old and smelly. We have nicknames for my sister's dog because she's a thief. Everyone in our family has a nickname. My mum teases Aid, for example, all the time. So we don't take things seriously. So I think sometimes we can have a bit of a joke on here, and some people that maybe don't have jokey families don't maybe get it, but there's never any malice meant at all. We all get on very well. I am so warm. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, and lots of you loving the bath content as well, and loving the hotel. We'd really recommend that bath hotel, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
That we actually said that we want to stay there, and we don't even live that far away. That's the thing, sometimes you see somewhere when you're local and you think, where were we recently? And I thought, I really want to stay here. I can't remember where we were. You just think that it's not worth it. I can't remember where we were now. But let us know if you've been to Bath, or if there's anywhere like that you recommend as well. I also got recently asked how often the Froome markets run. I don't actually know. It came up actually on, you know, the Froome flea market that we went to.
Okay,
it came up as an ad on Instagram. So I started following the page actually, and that's how I found out. So I think it's Froome Vintage Flea and Craft Market. So maybe have a little Google or a little look on Instagram. I also wanted to say thank you to everyone that's given us some tips on painting the door. It's been some really interesting reading, and thank you for those that said about not being able to paint your doors on some new housing estates. That's a really good point actually, because I know there were some things that we can and can't do. For example, we're not allowed to plant any fast growing trees, which we are so happy about, because obviously that was one of the reasons we wanted to leave our old house, because of the neighbours' trees. But yeah, so we need to get out that information. But I know some people have actually painted their front doors on the estate already, but we were one of the last houses to move in, and the housing estate had actually been going, it had been done in phases. Although it's a small one, it had been going over quite a few years. Julia, I just wanted to raise my hat to you climbing Snowdon when the kids were 6 and 8. I know you said you only did halfway with them, and the rest went the rest of the way. But that first bit is probably the steepest. I think you all did amazing. Well done. I also wanted to touch on the anxiety stuff as well. Lots of you saying you understand and you feel like it, or family members get it. And Jenny Aspin, interesting to hear what you were saying about the driving side of things as well. Sometimes I think it's nice to share things, not for me just to tell you how I'm feeling, but just because I feel, again, like what I said earlier about us being a community, and just to hear sometimes that somebody else feels the same as you. So me sort of sharing my story and how I feel, I think hopefully if it helps any of you, then I think it's definitely worth me sharing. And I think sometimes people are quite shocked when I share how I feel, because I think I might come across really confident and things like that. But like I always say, I'm in my own home, so you always feel more comfortable when you're in your own home. But yeah, I just thought if I can share and help somebody else, then it's definitely worth doing. I thought it'd be quite interesting to share with you what we're taking on our little mini break. I've got some sandwich bags because we are so looking forward to the German rolls with cheese and salami and schinken. So we're going on 2 like all day outings. So I've got a sandwich bag each so we can make up our breakfast, because we're leaving in the early in the morning to take with us. We also take an extension lead so that we've got the adapters, haven't we? So then you can plug it in, especially for us because we do a lot of charging. I am also taking, as you saw in my video when I was shopping the other day, pre-packed breakfast things. I've got pain au chocolat and some croissants. I find our son especially, he doesn't want to eat first thing in the morning, and I understand that because I can be like that as well. But then suddenly you get a bit of a sugar low and it really hits you and you have to eat like now. So I've got pain au chocolat, croissants. I've also got some mini cheddars. We have got some sweets for our road trip. We want to go to the supermarkets and buy stuff there, but I just wanted to know that I've got a few bits and pieces there. We've got sunscreen. I've even got some packets of hot chocolate so that they can have hot chocolate in their hotel room tonight, and also in the Airbnb. What else extra have we taken that is just maybe a little bit different? I've got cereal bars.
Tea bags.
Tea bags. Yeah.
Mainly because they're decaf as well.
Yeah, that's true, because I only drink decaf. We've got little travel umbrellas. We are possibly having just a bit of rain tomorrow afternoon, just when we arrive. We should arrive. We arrive into Munich about 10. It's about, we've got to pick up the hire car, an hour and a half's drive, but we can't get into the Airbnb till 4. But they've kindly said that we can drop off our luggage. So then we've got a bit of an afternoon to stroll, but it is forecast to rain, but it's going to be like high 20s. So we've got travel brollies. I'm not taking a jacket. I'm just still having an R-ing if I should take my... I might need my denim jacket tomorrow morning, actually, because we're leaving the hotel at 4:30. And also coming back, I might be thankful for it, because it'll be late. So yeah, there are little extras that we're taking. We're trying to pack light. It's not something that comes naturally to us. We are the people. I've got all the medical things. I've got the Imodium. I've got the aspirin. I've got the different painkillers that all the family likes. Tell you what, I haven't got soothers, because Louis quite often has a sore throat. I've got a packet. No, I'll grab them. I know exactly where they are. And that's it. I think we're pretty much ready to go. I really hope you've enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for being here with us. And I will be doing a little video afterwards. I will do the main Germany vlogs on our travel channel, but I'll do a little like roundup when I get back and talk to you about it. Let us know if you're going on any city breaks over the summer. I'd love to hear from you, or if you've been on any and where have been your favourites. Thank you so much for being here with me. I really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Tschüss.